Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
Hello everyone, I'm
Katribu. I'm Dina Ventura.
I am Jojo Silvestre.
And welcome to Tribune Now Spotlight.
Ngayong hapon po ay meron tayong very good-looking and magaling na public servant. He is the governor of the province of Quirino, but he is also the chair of the League of Provinces and the president of the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines. May I present to you Quirino Governor Dakila Carlo Cua. Magandang hapon po, Governor.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Magandang hapon, Jojo and Dina, and everybody who's watching, mga katribo. Naimbag nga aldaw kada tayo amin apo.
Opo. Naimbag nga aldaw po. I'm from Isabela, Dina. So, we're just neighbors.
Very nice.
When one goes to Aurora, dadaan sa kanila. And it's such a beautiful province. Kasi gwapo naman ang mga tao doon at maganda. Ano? Anyway, Governor, how is Quirino today? Kumusta po ba ang
situation?
Sa pandemic-wise. And kumusta po? Anong update?
I think sa awa ng Diyos at sa tulong ng ating mga kababayan or kailyan, we're fairly doing okay, better than most, I would say. Yeah. We only have one active case of COVID as of today, and we've managed to protect our constituents, our fellow Kenyans relatively effectively in the past 6 months. So sa awa ng Diyos, okay naman kami ngayon.
That's good to know, no?
Nice.
How about yung livelihood and food? That's a big concern for many areas in the Philippines now because of the quarantine and all the restrictions. Has that affected your province? And if so, how are you addressing it?
Well, definitely, Dina, talagang everybody's affected. But the way we assess it, kami dito sa probinsya ng Quirino, we're fairly better off than most kasi nga food-based kami. So kung maalala niyo nung nag-ECQ po ang ating presidente, sabi niya magla-lockdown ng buong bansa. Isa sa mga exemptions as early as then was yung food sector, the farming sector. And having about 80% of our population or maybe even more engaged in agriculture. So marami sa aming mga mamamayan ang na-exempt at patuloy ang kanilang paghahanap buhay. Pero tama ka, affected pa rin kaming lahat dito kasi yung mga orders natin ng mga buyers or traders, bumaba ang volumes, bumaba ang quantity, bumaba ang frequency ng purchases ko. So apektado pa rin. But siguro hindi kasing bigat ang problema namin as compared to highly urbanized and densely populated areas.
Okay.
So, okay pa rin, nakaka-move on pa rin kahit paano naman.
That only means na magaling ang governor.
Indeed.
But he comes from a family of
Politicians.
both his parents were government officials. Oo.
Okay.
Although I'd like to find out from the governor, ano ang kaibahan ng styles ng father niya at mother niya when it comes to leadership? And then, ano rin ang pagkakaiba sa kanya and kanino siya nagmana?
Ayun.
But before you answer that, Governor, isa munang break.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kaming natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
So, Governor, ano po ang pagkakaiba ng leadership styles ng parents ninyo? And then, in what way are you like them or like either of them? And in what way are you different? But first, we'd like to find out, where did the name Dakila come from?
It was my father who named me. Siguro parang trivia na rin, no? Yung may kapatid ako, ang pangalan niya, yung ate ko is Ligaya, yung isa kong ate is Diwata, and I'm Dakila.
Okay.
Filipino names.
Yeah.
So,
Kaya pala.
Nationalistic ang aking ama.
Yeah, that's true, no? So, paano po ang pagkakaiba nila? At anong namanan nyo sa kanila?
Sa leadership style,
Opo.
mabigat na ito yan. Pero definitely, magkaiba kami, Sir Jojo, talagang magkaiba. Of course, a lot of my work ethics, a lot of my styles, nakopya ko naman ako sa kanila. Nakita ko kung anong effective sa style ng ama ko, ng ina ko. And then, syempre, meron din ako sariling style. Pero definitely, pagka matitindi na yung mga usapan, yung malalalim na policy discussions, mapapansin mo talaga, medyo magkaiba talaga ang style ng parents ko sa akin. Both of them magkaiba rin, tapos ako magkaiba rin. My father is very nationalistic. He's very, very detailed. He's very hands-on, and also very patient. No? My mother naman is tulad ng maraming ina, very nurturing, very accommodating. At ako naman, dahil medyo mas bata ng konti, ako, I'm open to trying new things. I'm always open to getting new ideas, both from the elderly and also the young. Kasi nakikita ko, nagbabago ang mundo eh. May social media, may Internet of Things, and sometimes, hindi naman sa pero mas nangunguna yung mga bata na mag-explore ng mga bagong ideas na to. And they can oftentimes innovate. So, hina-harness natin yun hanggat kaya, so that we can bring in new ideas, fresh ideas into the table. So, magkaiba talaga kami. Minsan yung ating dinner table, mainit ang diskusyon. Pero, at the end of the day, may pagmamahalan pa rin naman sa pamilya.
Oh,
But
good.
of course.
Good.
Pero Governor, saan naman nakuha yung kapugihan?
Nako. Alam ka naman sabihin ko sa ina ko. Pero syempre, di sa ama ko na.
He's also good looking, ha?
Oh, yes.
Oh, may question ka naman.
So, speaking of age, kasi you mentioned, syempre, bata ka pa, so your approach is fresh, new, more adventurous than your parents. When did you first enter politics? Was it difficult for you? Or was it very easy because you come from a family of politicians? And then, what did you prioritize when you first became a leader of your province?
Salamat. Nina, lalim ng tanong mo.
Compared to kapugihan, ano?
Sorry.
So, when I started, I was only 23. So, natapos ko na mag-college noon. And tama, I owe it to my parents, no? Kasi kung binoto man ako ng aking mga kaprobinsyahan, the very first time is really a vote of what they think of my parents, no? Dahil hindi pa nila ako kilala at that time. So, yeah, so malaking bahagi ng aking mga magulang at kanilang track record when I first got elected as vice governor. At that time, 2 years out of college, I was so idealistic, I was so aggressive, ang dami ko talagang gustong gawin. But I focused on a couple of things, and one of them was, believe it or not, it was really an anti-drugs movement. So I had initiated a program called Movement for the Integrated Development of the Youth, or MIDY. And it had 2 flagship programs every year, one of which is a Battle of the Bands, which means let's focus on arts, music, culture instead of drugs. And one is the basketball tournament. So also, again, focus on sports, healthy living, and stay away from drugs. Your peers have to encourage you to do positive things instead of inviting you to do bad things. So, and then in between those 2 flagship programs, nagpapa-leadership program kami sa mga SK. So talaga nag-focus ako sa youth, and then doon ako nagsimula. Nag-mobilize kami ng programs and scholarships also under the MIDY program. So yun ang pinaka-first pet program ko.
Okay, that's a good one.
Governor, maliban sa in love kayo, meron kayong programa na project na I Heart Quirino, I Love Quirino. Ano po ba ang mga kakainlaban ko sa Quirino maliban sa inyo? And how are you marketing Quirino? Ano ba ang bongga diyan, so to speak, maliban sa inyo?
Sige. Andres and Jojo, yung kwento ng Quirino na program natin, flagship kasi yan ng buong probinsya. Nung naging governor na ako, it was after 6 years of becoming vice governor, naging governor po ako. May hugot yan kung bakit naging I Love Quirino or I Heart Quirino yung flagship program. One day kasi, nasa Maynila ako na kasama ko yung girlfriend ko at that time, ex-girlfriend ko, na asawa ko na
Asawa
ngayon.
na ngayon. Kakaingit naman.
So kami is police, no? Sabi ko sa isang police, si Sergeant Bueno, naalala ko pa pangalan niya Nandiyan kami sa BGC, sa Starbucks. Di nagkukwentuhan kami, Actually, contact siya ng misis ko, nakilala niya through a common friend. So, kinakwento ng police yung nature ng kanyang ginagawa. And then, tinignan niya ako. Sabi niya, parang familiar ka? Sabi ko, bakit? Ikaw ba si Dax? Sabi ko, yes. Paano mo alam? Sabi niya ako si Sergeant, taga Mandela ako, taga Quirino ako actually. Sabi niya, earlier on, nung taga saan siya, nasabi niya, ibang probinsya. So sabi ko, bakit kanina sabi mo, ibang probinsya ang hometown mo? Sabi niya, hindi, kasi pag dito sa Manila, hindi nila alam ang Quirino. They're not aware of the place. Kaya pag tinanong ako, kadalasan, nabibiro pa ako, ano yung Quirino? Quirino Avenue ba yan? Quirino Branch? Sabi niya. And therefore, hindi ko sinasabing taga Quirino ako, I say somewhere else. No? So sabi ko, sa mga to parang hindi magandang na aking mga kababayan na hindi nila maipagmalaki na they're from Quirino. So, henceforth, we started that I Love Quirino program. We went to, every time I go to each barangay, every time they invite me for guests, parati kong kinukwento yan. Sabi ko, sino magmamahal sa ating probinsya kung hindi tayo? Sino magpapaliwanag ng Quirino? Paano makikilala sa probinsya kung hindi natin ipagpapakilala sa ibang tao? So that became a social revolution kasi parang namulat yung ibang mga kababayan namin dahil even them, many of our Kailians, our kababayan, ganun ang nafe-feel pagka tinatanong sila where they are from. So ngayon, at say marami nang nagsasabi na taga Quirino kami, proud Quirinian kami. It's a small place but we take pride in our culture, in our identity, people of this province. So yun ang naging hugot doon May hugot kasi yun na talagang medyo kabayan natin dito.
But it's really such a beautiful place,
Oo nga Ano ba yung mga star tourist sites in Quirino?
Caves and all. Ano ba, Governor, ang mga kwan? Magandang puntahan dyan maliban sa inyo.
Ako na lang ang tour guide ninyo. I'll take you around.
Double bonus.
But Quirino kasi is in the heart of the Sierra Madre Mountains. So galing Cagayan province yan all the way to Rizal province. So ibig sabihin halos more than half of Luzon ang sinaspan ng Sierra Madre from north all the way to Quezon, all the way to the south.
All the way to
Quezon. Pero ay nandito sa Quirino kung nasaan maraming bundok, maraming gubat, nandito ang pinakamaninis na kung saan maraming nag-white water rafting, marami rin nagbibisita ng
caves.
Waterfalls namin, some of the best in the world pag tingnan nyo yung waterfalls namin. So, nature is really what we have to offer here. Nature at its best. At ang maganda sa Quirino, very protected and very crisp pa.
Air.
At saka,
I like that.
Naturally pogi.
Governor. I can't decide whether ang kamukha mo ay si John Lloyd or si Piolo.
Hi, Ma'am! Baka naman nakikinig si Ma'am.
Brother of John Lloyd. Governor, I just wanted to ask some more about his accomplishments as a legislator naman. Kasi at one point, you were the congressman, diba? Representative of Quirino. What were your accomplishments as a legislator, do you think? Aside from making this right.
Thank you, Dina. So, my first and favorite law that I passed was the one that converted our state college into a university. So, yung Quirino State University was my first accomplishment. I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy na unti-unti namin pinapalago yung university. Naniniwala kasi ako hindi uunlad ng isang bayan or isang community kung walang center of knowledge, center of technology. So yung university is my first one. And then ako kasi naging sa budget and economic set of committees. I was in the economic affairs. I was vice chair for 9 years of the appropriations committee. I was chairman of Ways and Means. But siguro, if I can name two, I authored and shepherded the Philippine competition law, yung charter ng Philippine Competition Commission. Kasi 20 plus na din sa Kongreso bago natin na ipasa. That is the anti-monopoly law of the Philippines. Then the second...
Nice.
Business ad eh.
Oo nga.
Opo. And then the second one, siguro yung pagbaba ng personal income taxes natin. Particularly very proud of that na kahit paano na ibaba natin yung binabayaran ng buwis ng bawat mamamayan. So, yeah.
Nice.
That's nice.
I like those.
Yeah. Governor, you're the chairman of the League of Provinces. Ngayon, ang pinag-uusapan ng lahat ay ang ukol sa COVID, COVID-19. So ano po ang areas of cooperation ng different provinces to combat the pandemic? Ano pong
actually yung sorry, medyo nag-choppy. Sir Jojo, pwede bang pakiulit?
Ngayon hong panahon ng pandemic, ano po ang areas of cooperation ng League of ng different provinces
To combat.
to combat the pandemic, the effects of the pandemic? Ano pong ginagawa ninyo ng iba't ibang gobernador at ang mga probinsya, mga lalawigan?
Marami kaming mga efforts ngayon that we share with one another.
Apo.
Siguro Sir Jojo and Dina, I'd like to highlight na ang daming outstanding governors and mayors to that matter. Ngayong pandemic, nakikita ko talaga, they go out on the limb, talagang hands-on sila. In NCR, marami ring mga mayors tayo na nakikita natin nag-shine during this time of the pandemic. Ganun din sa mga governors, no? Marami dyan, mga technology-oriented. Yung iba naman, contact tracing ang kanilang excellence. Yung iba naman, managing their OFWs and their stranded kababayans. So, usually sa mga chat groups namin, very active sharing of new policies from the IATF, ano ang ginagawa ng isang probinsya na maganda, kinokopya naman ng iba. Ako, isa ako sa mga kumokopya sa kanila. No, yung mga best practices, mabilis na i-share ngayon. Dati kasi kailangan mo pong mag-meeting in person bago mo mapakinggan yung mga ginagawa ng iba, ng mga peers mo. Ngayon, chat group na lang, Zoom na lang kami. Pero marami kaming webinars ngayon at consultations na ginagawa. So, that's for the League of Provinces. Yung ULAP naman kasi, siguro if I may introduce ULAP.
Yes, please.
Ang ULAP kasi is the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, which means samahan siya ng iba't ibang liga. That's where the League of Provinces, the League of Cities, the League of Municipalities, Liga ng Barangay, Vice Governors Leagues, Councilors Leagues, etc. Lahat yan nagtatagpo sa ULAP. They compose the ULAP into one umbrella. So the ULAP is actually an umbrella organization of all local officials and LGUs. Doon naman, mas malaking talakayan na yan. Hindi na lang probinsya pinag-uusapan, city, barangay, yung mga pagbibigay ng mga social amelioration packages, paano ba ginagawa. So doon na pag-uusapan, marami kami nagiging feedback na nabibigay sa IATF. One major advocacy we're pushing now, kung pwedeng makiplug ng konti,
Sure.
is yung ating laban against tuberculosis. Now, tuberculosis is an equally deadly, serious threat to the health and lives of Filipinos. And data shows 70 Filipinos die every day from tuberculosis.
So, ang laki.
May gamot naman yan. So, it's really something that I hope the word gets out there that there are free medicines, there's free services from government, kailangan lang lumapit tayo sa mga health centers.
Tama. Yeah.
Galing naman.
Yeah.
Governor, when the pandemic started, you were already there in your province or were you moving around?
Oo nga naman, as
diba?
chair, as president.
Before pandemic and during the pandemic, like what was it like for you? Kasi we were just interviewing another a senator, and she was like they fled to the province to escape the pandemic. How about you? What was your first impulse when the pandemic hit to protect your family? Ganun.
Yeah. Where were you?
Tama yun. Actually, I was in Manila when ganito kasi when I heard about the pandemic, January, I was watching media and narinig ko na there's something going on in China and they were talking about it already. So February pa lang, nagkaroon na kami ng state of preparedness dito sa probinsya, naghanda na kami. But admittedly, at that time, paikot-ikot ako kasi as president of ULAP and chairman of the League of Provinces, ang dami kong mga meetings in Manila. Nagpunta pa ako ng Ilocos, nagpunta pa ako ng Quezon. Ang dami kong napuntahan just to, fulfill my obligations. Noong nag-declare si Presidente ng lockdown, ng nationwide, I was actually, that day I was in Malacanang. Because we had a meeting I was consulted, one of the resource persons, kung ano nga ba ang gagawin. But right after that meeting, straight sa kotse, diretso agad sa probinsya. At since then, nandito na ako. Hindi pa ako nakakalabas dito.
Good. So tell us about your family. What does your wife do? How does she help you with your job or kasi
kung may ladies association
kasi leading a province talagang takes a couple's effort, I believe. So and then you have children, and how old are they? So Governor.
Yeah, your family, Governor.
Your family.
Yung wife ko kanina nagkukwento ni Sir Jojo. She grew up in Manila. So she grew up in Manila, and but ever since she met me, she paid visits here every now and then. But syempre ngayon that we have a family, and she knows that I have to play an important role in the province. She helps me a lot. Hilig niyan ay agriculture, organic farming. So gumagawa sa mga kababaihan dito na may mga livelihood vision na gusto nilang lumagpo yung kanilang mga backyard and cottage industries. So but ako naman parati ko siyang kino-convince na to spend more of her time with the kids kasi na ngayon pandemic. So ngayon tutor siya, teacher, tagapaligo, maliliit pa mga is only about 8, turning 8 in this, and the second one is 6. And our youngest is turning 3 next week. Turning 3.
Oo. Wala pang nasa savior or lalaki ba, Governor?
Yung pangalawa ko lalaki. Oo. Hindi kasi nung after elections last year,
Yeah.
actually before last year, my kids were studying in Manila. Pero mula nang nag-move ako dito nung after elections last year, in-enroll ko na silang lahat dito. So dito sila naka-enroll.
Yeah, that's very good.
So yeah, so nandito sila and alam mo, happy ako that they found what it's like to live in the province, and they like it. They love the fresh air, the open. Dati hindi nila alam ang baka, alam na nila ang kalabaw at ang baka at ang ambi at ang manok at lahat ng mga fans na nila.
Yeah.
So nagkaroon ng parang other dimension to their lives. So mas nakabuti sa kanila if you ask me.
And fresh air.
Oo. Well, tayo naman, we grew up in the provinces din. Our
Yeah. That's
respective provinces.
right.
And
Kaya alam natin
I
yun.
agree with you. It's better there to grow up in the province.
So, Governor, kami po ay nagpapasalamat, but before we say goodbye to our audience, meron pa ba kayong sasabihin sa, hindi lang sa mga taga Quirino, kundi sa audience natin all over the country, because you're the president of the League of Provinces and the chair of or president also of the ULAP. Ano po ang mensahe niyo sa ating mga kababayan?
Well, siguro share ko lang Sir Jojo and Dina that I think many people ask us, what do you think about the new normal? And I always say that it's always about the new normal is something that we can define together as a people, as a human race. We can all define it together by finding solutions, by working together, by talking to each other. This situation reminds me of the Chinese character for crisis. And the Chinese character for crisis has 2 parts. The first character symbolizes danger or peril. Pero yung second one means or stands for opportunity. So the Chinese always believes that in every danger there's opportunity. I think let's not lose sight that there's an opportunity here for everybody na tayong lahat. Let's learn how to be a community, no? A community that knows how to work with each other, to follow the health protocols, to work with one another. I think that's something that we can learn today because of our situation. There's an opportunity to learn what's most important about life, about health, about and let's not forget that that these lessons are very valuable also. So yun lang siguro. Let's not lose hope, Sir Jojo. Dina, let's not lose hope. I think we can all make it through the challenges of today so long as we work together now. So, salamat sa inyong oras ulit. And hopefully, when the pandemic is over and you're all excited, Quirino will be one of your destinations.
We should write about Quirino.
We will.
Salamat po, Governor.
Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed our conversation with Governor Cua. This has been Dina Ventura.
This is Jojo Silvestre.
And we'd like to thank SM Department Store.
And we'd like to thank
sponsoring our clothes.
And we'd like to thank the Governor in advance sa visit natin sa Quirino after the pandemic.
Again, this has been Spotlight. Thank you very much.
Salamat po.
Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
Pumunta sa bangko?
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app? So you can do all these without going to the bank. Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.